She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap.
The same curve. I always run over that. Ah! She's not respectable girl. He's got it on. He's got the dong. He's got the dong. He's got it on. Dong.
Wow.
Dong.
Wow. I'm not here. If you can hear me, let me know. Oh my god, I can't handle this. Like, I can't handle it. Like, I don't even know if I want to talk because every time I start talking, this stupid crap happens. Anyway, I was supposed to only be alone for 2 days because, like, I'm pretty much left with nothing. I don't know how, I can't order here. There's no such thing where I am in this village. I can't go out and get stuff. And I have very little, barely enough food for 2 days. So he messages me. He's like, oh, we're going to stay for 3 days and I'm going swimming. So I'll talk to you later. No internet. No say in anything. Hey, Carrie. I know I made the right decision now. Like, if there's any doubt, don't worry. I'm going home. Hey, Tracy. I'm getting the heck out of here. It's not the life for me. 100%. Because this is how we clash. We will never, while I'm here, hardly ever do anything alone. And if I want to do something alone, I'm rude. I guarantee it. No, because like if I don't agree to do something, he'll be like, oh, I'm looking forward to just a whole different life and being alone because I hate this, like, I hate everything about relationships. Like I hate it. I hate the insecurity. I hate worrying with, like, I hate compromising, like arguing. I hate everything. I'm just so like fed up. It's like, I hope you're having a really good time swimming while I'm just like, you know, hey, YouTube lover. Anyway, I want him to have a good time. I don't want to be selfish. But like, he doesn't take my feelings or how I'm doing into consideration at all. That's how I feel. While I'm still here, yes, he's obligated. We made an agreement. He had an agreement to go for 2 days. And my point is, he just extended it without asking me. So I'm just like frustrated, you know? You can't say what he's obligated to and what he's not obligated to. You don't know our dynamic. You don't know our agreements. While we're here, you know, okay, if he's not obligated to me anymore, why is he, like, don't say you love me then. Don't call me babe. Don't say I'm your soulmate. I still act like I'm his wife. I still do all the housewife duties. You know, I still take care of him. I still do everything. I can't leave now unless, like, that's why I'm trying to raise money. I can't just go to Canada. I can't stay with my family. Like, I'm trying to get like first and last month's rent. Otherwise I have to wait a couple of months or 3 months probably. I guess I just have to get used to being alone while I'm here because I really don't want to, like, I'm just bitter. I'm bitter now because like I feel like his family's more important. And I guess since we're separated, maybe that's how it's going to be. Kayla, shut the fuck up, you idiot. I have to take medication. And I have to eat with it. So go to hell. No, I don't really have enough for 3 days. Maybe 2 at the most. I'm not scared, but I prefer not to be alone for 3 days, to be quite honest. No, it doesn't matter. Extended family is like family in this culture. I gotta go check my, I'm making mafe, but with only carrots. Because I don't have anything else. I don't have anything but carrots and like tomato paste and peanut butter. But I'm trying to do my best, you know? Like, I can make do. But we really don't have like hardly anything, you know? And I have to eat with my metformin. And I just feel like they're like always involved. He always involves them in everything. Like, oh my God, we don't have any privacy. Like, I just want to be able to go a day without like people ringing to make plans for today. And I wasn't involved because I don't speak the language, you know? Oh, he just messaged me back. Okay, sorry, but they decided. Right, because you don't have the balls to tell your family, oh, sorry, I don't want to stay 3 days. They decided, right. I'm just so Ugh. How can I just go home and figure it out? Where am I gonna go? I have no apartment, I have no car. My stew is burnt. Now I have no food. Plus I have to like wait to have enough for juice. I don't even know how much that's gonna cost. There's so many things I have to have money for that I'm not ready to leave. Anyway, I'm gonna get off because, and you know what? I'm not doing live streams until I get into Canada. I'll do videos, but I'm not doing lives. I can't. I've just been smoking all day. I know I gotta quit. I booked my ticket for like the end of October. It's super cheap. I went to check after I booked. I logged in and I said, okay, like, what do I need to do to bring Julia? So I checked like the policy of the airlines They, um, Salah came to, the airlines that are going on the day that I booked, I checked all of them. Like, you have to check them in the cabin, like in the checked baggage. You can't do that. Like, whenever Salah came here, he brought her on the cabin, so I thought she would be able to go in the cabin, but that's not all airlines. This was a Syrian airline he went with. So, and she's also a restricted breed. She's a restricted breed. So, she's a Persian cat. So, either, I don't know, I might go to the vet and get him to check, like, she's not, I don't think she's purebred, but she's not registered as a service animal, Haley. I have to have proof of that. She has a smushy face and she has breathing issues. I don't know. I'd have to have her registered as a support cat. Can I even do that in Syria? I'm going to try, Haley, but if I can, I can't. It's not going to be my fault. The vet's not going to lie. And, Haley, you don't care about Julia. Like, if she's in, they have restricted pets for a reason. If it's restricted, it's dangerous for her. I don't want her to die just for that, you know? I don't want her to be put in baggage claim because cats have passed away. That's why I didn't bring Sam. And that time it was Qatar. I didn't bring Sam for that reason. She could die. She could. They have her restricted for a reason. And furthermore, what am I going to do? Go there and go, you have to take her. But how can I can't live without her. Like we went through so many hoops to bring her here. If I didn't want, I brought her here so that I could bring her with me. Fuck out of here. How am I full of BS? She's definitely part Persian. Her nose is way flatter than normal cats. I'm not rehoming her. Exactly. I've had her, Salah and I got her together. She loves Salah, so if I have to leave her with him, but I really, 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 really want to bring her. They do have special breathing issues, but I didn't realize I cannot be denied. Brachycephalic? You're a freak of nature! Where are you? Oh. I'd rather not risk it if she's going to get hurt, so I have to make sure. I hope I can bring her. I'm going to try. Traveling with an animal, my flight is 29, it's, I think, 32 hours. It's 32 hours of traveling with the cat. I have to, I don't know. I'm going to see first if I can cancel it, if there's other airlines, Yes, Salah will keep her. Unless, I could, there are, companies who will fly your cat, privately, but they're, maybe $5,000 to $10,000, but I could probably save that in maybe a couple years. But it is very risky to put her through that. She freaks out and drools and, shakes when I take her to the vet. It's 32 hours. So I'm thinking of her, too, I can't buy her a seat because they don't allow cats in the cabin with the airline I'm going with. I'm going to check other airlines and, other options, but 32 hours, yeah. Even in the seat in the cage for some of that would be a long layover. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's not if it's a short flight, that's different, like you said, Or do they stay in layover in the cargo? Oh no. Because there's a huge layover. It's 2.5 hours from here to Doha. And then Julia's 3. And then there's a huge layover. So 2.5 hours the first flight. Then I don't know, maybe 15 hours layover. And then almost 14 hours on the second flight. It's a huge travel. Sounds like you want to leave the cat. That's immediately nobody thinks about the well-being of the cat. They just think of my motive. And they make up something negative. That's it. They get really sick from stress. Even just going to get her nails cut when she comes back, her whole body is wet from her over-grooming from stress. She shakes, she pants, she starts drooling this thick white foamy drool, I know, Taba. It's just so annoying that people just automatically don't think of Julia. They don't give a fuck about the cat. They don't care. They just think, oh, what is Foodie Beauty doing wrong now? I don't take care of my pets. How do I not take care of my pets? How? I had BBJ for 21 years and she wasn't taken care of? Do you know anyone else that has a cat that's lived that long? Give me a break. How am I grifting when Marilyn is the one who offered? Bye, melted candle. See ya. I'm so stressed. This is my third shisha. I need to quit, but I'm so stressed out. I think Canada would be stressful for him. He's just so set in tradition right now. There's just no way it's going to work for us. I have really bad mental health issues. I'm just, traditionally, I'm just very mouthy sometimes. I think it's starting to wear on him. His family, is starting to just, really pressure to have a more traditional wife and children, blah, 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 eventually. And I don't want to assimilate to something I don't, it's not me. There's just so many things that don't work out. And it is very painful because I do really love him. It's just, be very, very careful before you get with someone from a very different culture. If you want to help with somebody, a private transport for her, I'll be all for that. Are the stores walkable? No. He's like, I can have my cousin bring you something. That's so embarrassing. I don't even know, like, if I can open the gate. The keys are on the thing, but maybe I will get him to bring me something tomorrow. Salah said he will love her and take very good care of her. He loves her a lot. I don't get sick of her. I wasn't sick of Smokey. I was moving out of the country. I started to really bond with Smokey. How am I going to pay first and last? I don't know. I still have 6 weeks to beg. Yeah, maybe I'll get his cousin to bring me a chicken tomorrow, and then I can share with Julia. I booked it for the end of October before Halloween, just before Halloween. I'm not going to be tempted to come back. I mean, I'm not so after going through all this, and no way. I mean, he's on he's vacationing with his family and about breaking up our relationship, all this stuff, so it's hard. No, he's not pressuring me to stay. Hey, I wonder why. I think he was tired of his, certain things about his culture at first, and then now I don't know if he's pressured or, I don't know. He's just been very different here. He's still attentive, for sure. He makes sure I'm comfortable, but, sometimes he'll just make plans with a whole bunch of family and people and not tell me about it till, like, that moment, and I'm like, what? He'll be like, get ready, we're going here, and it's like, no, you didn't tell me that. And I refuse to feel like less of a person because of these expectations from any culture. Respectfully. No. I feel very disrespected by that. Even though I know it's like a cultural importance to bear children, I feel like that should not be his family's business, because he chose me to marry, and he should be defending me, and being like, there's more to a woman than just her belief at first. Sorry about that. He doesn't seem to want kids. He even said for him, he's like, I'm like, because I got mad at him for it, and he was like, no, it's not me, it's my family. So if he does have kids in the future, he'd probably be doing it for his family. Yep, 100%. Because when we're with all the kids, he gets just as annoyed sometimes, So the extra pressure, Andy, right? I don't want to live with that anymore. If I'm alone in Canada, I can be free. I don't have to worry about all that pressure. There's a lot of pressure. His family has treated me nothing but respectful. Like some of them. Some of them I haven't even met, but the family we see here has been nothing but loving and supportive. I don't think they bring up the kids thing, but there are some family members here that do pressure him. And I think there's some different family members that don't approve of our relationship, which I've always been okay with because I understand. No, I'm totally fine. Like if he wants a family, then go for it. I'm like past that point right now. But I said, okay, I got kind of mad one time and I said, I'm going to, you'll move on, have a family, and I'll find someone more suited who won't, shame me for not having kids, somebody more suited for me. And he was like, lies again, because you said you're never going to be with another man. What do you think? Excuse me. I just know how he is. And I just have a feeling like there's going to be a watchful eye, which I don't like, because if we're done, we're done, I don't need your watchful eye. If we're finished, man. Because Ray, I always threaten. I'm always like, every time I get frustrated and angry, I say, I'm going home. I'm booking a ticket right now. I'm like, I can't handle this. If I get frustrated with something, So he's kind of used to it. I don't think he thinks I'm serious. Is it common to have a pet cat in Syria? No. That's why people have visited and wanted to take pictures with Julia. One girl, she put on her wedding ring, and Julia was sitting down, and she put her hands across on Julia and took a picture. I was like, what the? Oh! Julia! You little shit. She shit on my bed. Her box is clean. She shit on my bed and buried it with a sock. Why did you do that? Okay, you're not going anywhere. I'm just joking. Hold on, guys. She's already pre-mad that she's like, you're not going to take me with you? Either she's mad that I'm thinking of taking her, or she's mad that I might not. Julia! And her box, I just cleaned it earlier. Now I'm cleaning that. Hold on. I knew it smelled like... Julia! Nish! Ew, there's grease marks. Why is her poo... And she buried it with Salah's Nike sock. She's mad he left or what? She shit on my bed. Juice! And she ran away, she knows. Why did she do that, though? I don't understand. Because it's not her box. She just started doing that. Ew. I'm gonna get him to ask the vet. Stinks. Pew! Cat pee is worse. I'm glad it's poo and it's not diarrhea, so... It was little turds, and when I picked it up with the tissue, there was weird grease marks, little poo grease marks. Gross, sorry guys. Well, thank goodness that we got a shipment of Salah sprays. Now you know how the Thai hotel people felt. Changed the sheets. She shit on the comforter. So I cleaned it with water, but I'm not washing it now. No, I used soap. I did. I just washed the one hand I used though. I'm holding the phone with one hand, and then I just pumped like with my one hand some liquid soap and just washed it. You're gonna sleep with that comforter. It's clean. There was only like 2 little grease marks, and I took the wet cloth and I cleaned it out, and I sprayed it a lot too. It's on the side of the comforter where I'm not gonna be like laying anyways. I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. Chlorine, you're all grossed out. Baby! She hit it with a sock. If she keeps doing it, like if she does it again when Salah gets home, we'll take her to the vet. If Salah had wanted to, was certain he would never want to have kids, he wouldn't care what his family said. If he wanted to maybe just stay here for like a year and then we travel around and eventually go to Canada, maybe, but that's not what he wants anymore. We're not the same people. And that's another thing I don't want to have to worry about. He's young. You think, oh, there's only 10 years. 10 years is a big deal. If you're going through life, a young man at 29 versus 41 is a big difference maturity-wise. And it's like, he's going to want, who knows? Like, I don't want to hang around to find out. Like, I don't want to be around for that. Like, if I just feel old. I just have so many insecurities. Yes, and there's no leeway. Like, he's not very flexible he's set in his ways and that's it. And I don't even think he realized that, He probably met me at a time where he was tired of his rigid life. He left his family home. He got his own place, his own job, like his own everything, and was maybe exploring, I don't know. But being here in Syria with more family pressure, with more cultural traditions, it's just hard. I did jump into it very quickly. I'm like that. And I hate that about myself. This time, I always say that. Oh my gosh. I never learn. It was a culture shock. Oh, when I first got to Kuwait, oh my gosh. I remember I secretly messaged Pete's to change my my flight date to go back sooner. But then each day we spent together and we're more physical with each other and more close to each other. Like I got more hooked each day. And then he's, played the romantic songs for me. I'm a hopeless yes, I am very romantic. I like being a housewife to a certain point. I'll get up, I'll do a load of laundry. And then Salah will be like, can you do another load of all of the curtains and stuff? And then I'll freak out. No! And then, the curtains were supposed to be washed 4 weeks ago. And his aunt was like, why didn't you wash the curtains yet? In Arabic. And I'm like, what'd she say? He's like, she asked why you didn't wash the curtains yet. They're huge curtains. And it's not an automatic washer. That's why. I said, I'll do it before I leave Syria. And then I said, if you're going to get a second wife, just leave it for her. Salah's going to come back to no snacks, but that's what you get. At this point, what I have is 1 pack of ramen, or 2 packs, I think, actually. 6 eggs, a bit of stale bread, some rice, but he's like, you have rice. What am I going to eat with the rice? Just plain rice? I guess I shouldn't say that because that's more than a lot of people have. He just left because it's my fault. I said, okay, well, you're going to be gone for 2 days. I have enough, I think. He's like, you have rice, eggs. I have eggs for protein. I have 6 of them until Tuesday. Did I tell you that one of the kids almost got kidnapped the other day? So there's a really cute little girl, and she loves me. Oh my gosh, every time she sees me, she runs, hugs me, goes, Mariam, and she's always smart. She's the cutest little girl. She's 4, okay? So we got invited to dinner at this other place, at another family's house. So yeah, she was outside, playing outside of the house, waiting for everyone to come out. And then she said, apparently this old woman came up to her and said, why are you playing outside by yourself? Or something like that. And apparently the little girl said, none of your business. And then the old lady then picked her up and tried to take her. And she started crying really loud. So her uncle came running outside and was like, hey, and the lady dropped her and ran away. Yeah, that's scary. I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah, okay?
Hello. So after talking more with Salah, I've decided that it is in Julia's best interest for her not to go through the health risks and significant stress to travel 30 hours to Canada with me. I am very upset, but her being part Persian or snub-nosed is more risky for her. Even for normal-nosed cats, 30 hours is a very stressful journey for them, and Julia... Hi! I know, just give me a second. And Julia is particularly super stressed when traveling to the point where I'm just too paranoid and worried for her to risk it. Salah is a great cat dad and she loves him very much. He always takes excellent care of her and she will be okay with him here on his huge property chasing olives outside. I will miss her, but at least I know she's safe with him and I can video chat with her. And no, she's not being abandoned. She's still with one of her owners whom she loves very much.